Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm here today at Whitebridge. How are you all doing? Yes, it is hot. 30 degrees at the weekend. That's muy caliente. My French is coming along. Thank you for asking. We're here today because I'm going to tell you another 10 laws that still exist in Britain that you just will not believe. So, let's go and get into it. So here we go, another 10 laws that you will not believe. At number 1, knock knock ginger, or knock door run as I would call it. This is a fascinating game that people still play, and it can be extremely annoying nuisance for residents. Yes, it can. The Metropolitan Police Act of 1839, section 54, part 16. Wow, law is confusing. States that it is illegal for any person who shall willfully and wantonly disturb any inhabitants by pulling or ringing any doorbell or knocking at the door without lawful excuse, or who shall willfully and unlawfully extinguish the light of any lamp. Well, I don't think lamp putting out is a thing nowadays, and with the rise of ring doorbells, other doorbells are available. You know, you wouldn't answer the door nowadays, would you, without knowing who it is? Number 2, it is prohibited to be drunk while maintaining cattle. So listen up, farmers, don't be getting drunk while herding your cattle. Also, as part of the Section 12 of the Licensing Act 1872, the legislation of penalties being imposed for people being found drunk will also include those who manage any cattle, horses, carriages or steam engine. I don't think there's many steam engines around. On any highway or any other public places. This law was put into place in order to prevent accidents from happening and to keep people safe. Yes, you never know what's going to happen with a drunk farmer, do you? Very unpredictable. At number 3, you can't queue jump at tube station ticket halls. Don't do it anywhere. If you queue jump in England, you will be tutted at and have a lot of people shaking their heads at you in disgrace. Jumping the queue at a tube station ticket hall is an offence under the London Underground bylaws imposed by Transport of London. This law was put into place as it can cause a lot of frustration for other people who are waiting in line, and it can also be dangerous if people are pushing past each other to get on the train. Yes, let people off the train before you get on. Don't be a knob end. At number 4, you can't dress up as a police officer or as a member of the armed forces. These weird laws, the Seamen's, pack it in, and Soldiers' False Characters Act of 1906 and Police Act of 1996 were put into place to prevent people from imposing a police officer or armed personnel, as it can be very confusing for members of the public, and it can also lead to dangerous situations. Yeah, I don't think... imagine if you're out on a stag do and someone calls you in for a robbery next door. What are you going to do? You're not prepared, you're not trained. Anyway, at number 5, it is against the law to house a pigsty in front of your house. Well, some people's places are just pigsties anyway, so you wouldn't need it in front of the house, would you? As declared by Part F 45, is that a fighter jet, of the Town Police Clause 1847, it is an offence for every person who keeps any pigsty at the front of any street not being shut out from such street by a significant wall or fence, or who keeps any swine in or near any street so as to cause a common nuisance. Yes, don't be a swine by keeping swine. At Number 6. A pet can't mate with any other from the royal household. What? What are the royal family doing with people's animals? What are the royal family doing with people's pets? I mean, they have been accused of other things and mostly gotten away with it because they're rich and powerful. While it is unlikely that you'll be visiting any royal household and letting your dog mate with one of the Queen's beloved corgis. Ah, so they mean like the animals mating, not like, yes. If that happens, it would break the UK law. Even until 1965, it would have resulted in a death penalty. Off with his head. At number 7, you can't slide on icy streets. Damn it, that's fun, isn't it? That's so fun. While it might not, you see, while it might be much fun to go sliding down an icy street on a sled or even just your shoes, it is another of the weird UK laws that makes it illegal. Not only is it extremely dangerous, especially if you haven't got a nice derriere to cushion your fall, but it is also extremely troublesome and can be a nuisance for residents. Yeah, imagine like on a cold winter's day to see these people sliding past your window. That'd be really weird. Which is why it is covered in the Metropolitan Police Act of 1839, section 54. Coming in at number 8, hanging your clothes across the street. Who does this? Who does this? You might think that this is a bit of an old-fashioned UK law, as stated in the Town Police Clause Act 1847, but it is actually still in place today. Well, it might not be get arrested for this. You could be fined if a police officer catches you doing it in the amount of £1,000 just for hanging your Y-fronts across the street. At number 9, killing a swan. Oh, them things are, they look beautiful, just gliding along the river, but they are really vicious. Oh, they've got some neck on them, haven't they? You might think that all birds are fair game. Game, because like the game birds. But you would be wrong. It is actually illegal to kill or injure a swan, as they belong to the Queen. But now she's passed, does that mean or do they now belong to the King? Is it like a rolling thing? It gets passed on. This law dates back to the 12th century when the Crown claimed ownership of all mute swans in order to prevent people from eating them. Wonder what swan tastes like. Just like chicken. And finally, at number 10, watching TV without a licence. This law needs to be sorted out. It really does. If you think you can get away with watching TV without a licence, you are sadly mistaken, sunshine. Sadly mistaken. As mentioned in the Communications Act of 2003, section 363, it is actually a criminal offence to watch TV without a licence, and you could be fined up to £1,000 if you were caught. So there we have it. Another 10 laws that are stupidly weird and you will not believe that still exist today. Drop me a comment and let me know if you know any other laws. Have I got things wrong? Is this article right? Let me know. And I'll see you all next time. Cheery bye.